contest my FTP out with me. Obviously, I've already done it, but I forgot to intro.
Alright, what is up, guys? So this is, I'm going to put the warm up and the start, the easier part, in 10x and 5x speed, just to try and get through it a little bit faster. But this is basically me just warming up for it. I was trying to feel how my legs were feeling, see what wattage my legs were willing to produce, because I don't know, it feels like I'm not producing as much power as I should be. It feels like I'm producing like 100 watts when I should be producing. Sorry, it feels like, yeah, I'm producing 100 watts when it feels like I should be producing like 150 plus. So I don't know if there's a problem with maybe my trainer or something. But I've had to retest my FTP because it just everything is just so difficult now. Even just holding 100 watts is starting to get hard, which makes zero sense considering how I was riding beforehand. So I've retested my FTP. I might get a new trainer or something. Zwift, if you could send me a trainer, that would be ideal. That would be so freaking cool. But anyway, we'll ignore that for now. So warming up, went up in some wattage a little bit just to feel the legs. I warmed up a little bit before this as well. Then obviously we're stepping up into getting into slightly harder stages. So 100 watts was okay, 120 was okay, 140 was okay, 160 I sort of started feeling my legs burning a little bit, but it wasn't nothing crazy. It was just okay, I really started feeling warm. Then this 180 was when I was okay, I'm not actually getting as far as I really thought I would. My last FTP, I got up to, I think, maybe the 300s when I failed. And when I was at 180 and I was starting to struggle a little bit, I was okay, well, this is not good for my FTP. But we move on and we continue. So 180 was completed, and now we're up to 200. 200, I really started feeling it. This was okay, I don't know if I'm getting much more than this. Especially towards the end of that 200, I was really starting to feel the burn. Right here. This is when I think I mentally knew, okay, I wasn't getting much more than 220. 220 was going to be a push. So I was on this one, I was I'm just going to make sure I finish. Not to do 220, it's just 240. I'm going to really try and push hard to finish 240. Which I didn't end up doing anyway. So this is 120, I'm just showing this in normal motion. Not fast or sped up or anything, just so you can see how much I'm struggling. My maximum heart rate that I've ever recorded is 186. So I assume my actual maximum heart rate is somewhere in the mid to high 180s. And I ended up finishing this at 183 beats per minute. So I was pretty much at maximum effort. So it's not like I didn't have the effort. I ate correctly before this. I had a lot of carbs. I was ready. I was wanting to push as hard as possible, but my legs just don't have the power, or the trainer isn't producing the power that it should be. But I don't know. So here's the last 5 seconds. You can see I'm obviously pushing really hard. I'm down on the aero position trying to get my quads to push. I wanted to push here for a little bit longer, but my legs kind of just gave out, and I was yeah, I'm not getting it done, so I just stopped. Yeah, I'm post, 161 watts. You can see I'm not happy with that, of course, because my previous wattage, my previous FTP was 240 the first time I tested it. So this was a big downgrade. And here you can see my previous rides from before I felt like this. I had crazy good watts.
161 was my score. My previous FTP was 240, but I took some time off because I just wasn't recovering. And I just felt myself getting weaker, so I took time off. Must have taken too much time off, and now it's gone down a lot, but we'll work back up. You can see right here, 161.